Alrighty, welcome to this next game, playing the orange Zerg versus Ranger, playing the purple Protoss, NerdsgonnaNerd. Alright, so we are starting off this day with a PvZ, one of my favorite matchups. So to play I prefer PvT, but to watch I prefer PvZ. It's really nice, especially if the Protoss player goes on with technical stuff, drops and reverse coursers and so on. Of course, you can just win a PvZ without a drop if you go super fast upgrades. So you open up with 2 extra nexus and then you focus on gas and do upgrades or make 3 forges. Of course it's risky, so yeah, if you are scouted by the other player, then you can get some Zerglings on your face. But if you do it cleverly and make at least 1 or 2 cannons and then do the 3 forge upgrade, then of course you can be fine, but still you have to hurry. And then, yeah, when you have about 2 as regards upgrade goes, then you can just bash your enemy, because usually the Zerg doesn't really focus on upgrades. They focus on getting up the choke up and getting economy. So by the time you are about 150 with in supplies, then you can just go with the mass goons, and yeah, it usually works. Okay, this time the Protoss player is starting off with 1 Nexus. I don't, to be honest, okay, I'm not sure if he's a fastest map player, might be a low map player, or at least he's playing a really strange Protoss. The build order is, well, leaves room for improvement, but okay, anyway, he's just opening up with another gas, while versus Ranger just doing normal stuff, so getting his choke up, adding some hatcheries, nothing too crazy. Now he sees the cybernetics core, so he will suspect that something cheesy is going on. He is looking now for robotics support bay with his overlord. But well, if he's paying attention, he can see a Citadel of Adun, of course. Well, if these 2 lings win the game, then yeah, okay, never mind. 1 is down, but still those lings killed so many, and now he can just go all in. Orange can just invest in some Zerglings and might win the game, because he sees that purple doesn't really have anything. I am not really sure what he wants to do, so seems to me a DT push with Corsair, but this is not a low map. So DT and Corsairs, yeah, Templar Archives. So DT and Corsairs work pretty well on low maps, because you know you have more bases, and sometimes there can be a base from the Zerg that's not defended by an overlord. I mean, so the Protoss player can just simply send 1 DT in that base, which doesn't have an overlord, and then of course that DT can kill all the workers. In that case, so in case of a DT attack, when the unit dies instantly, the player does not get a notification about that. So of course the map is not blinking, you don't get any confirmation, not any sound confirmation, because your unit just dies instantly due to the DT attack, and then basically it's not indicated. So that's why one DT on a low map can cause huge problems by killing all the workers without the player noticing. But this thing won't work out now, because, well, this is fastest map and you just have to focus on one base. So you have your overlords in your base, and even though the Corsairs might kill your overlords, still you can have spores, spore colonies and so on, and overlords are rebuilt quite fast and still rebuilt in one base, not in multiple bases, as in the case of low maps. Well, anyway, sometimes it's interesting to see low map players like Purple playing fastest map, because they can just try to do various cheese actions, and not the Mazdammer or the Camembert, but so different techniques that are not used by fastest players. Well, yeah, so Orange is really expecting the drop, because he saw the cybernetic score. But right now, yeah, the drop is coming, so he's prepared. He had time. Okay, never mind. Purple didn't go on with the DT rush as I expected. He just went on with a relatively quick drop. And now he's just dodging this area. He's not going from the obvious direction, but from here, from the back, where Orange wouldn't really expect. Now Purple really has to protect, because he doesn't really have much at home. If he made Dark Templars, it would be nice, although this Overlord is here. And right now the drop is coming inside. Orange is not prepared, he's focusing on the attack, but he sees this shuttle now and tries to dodge it by the drones. This tech was not really perfect, so okay, that was a relatively nice drop with 2 Templars. So Purple managed to do some economic damage, but the problem is that Orange prepared so many Hydras for the drop that come handy now for him. So these Hydras that were prepared for the drop are now really useful in destroying whatever they can. The DTs are out now, but the Overlord is there, so he needs to get rid of this Overlord. Unless otherwise these DTs won't do much. DTs die really fast to Hydras, so their defense is really low, and well, they are sometimes cold paper units, because once they are detected they die really fast. Just like rats. Rats are cold paper airplanes. Anyway, Orange is getting back now in shape, gathering up drones, but he's alright. Now he can focus on harassing the Protoss player, disturbing his economy by shooting the probes, but he doesn't want to do that. He just wanted to leave Hydras there and win some more time for himself and prepare some drop defense. He knows that the choke is okay, he doesn't need really more, because Purple was low on units. When he was attacking, he saw that not many units were available. This is the second phase of Protoss against Zerg matchup, so to say. So after the first drop, the Protoss player might either continue dropping, which I would say he should do it, because he must continue lowering the economy of the Zerg player. But he can also focus on massing up, so once the first drop is successful, then he can just focus on economy, getting mass units, and try to kill the Zerg player. But it's advisable to continue the dropping. These cannons... Okay, they are nice to have, but I think they are too early, because in this phase of the game the Zerg player does not necessarily attack again. Those initial hiders were just as part of the drop defense, and the Zerg player does not have the economy at this phase of the game to reproduce quickly. But yeah, for the late game these cannons will come fine, but those money could have been invested in like more gateways and tech. Really calm game for the Zerg player is a dream. So if you let the Zerg player grow, then they will be really grateful. And they will express their gratefulness by killing you with mass units. So this is not the thing you want to achieve by not disturbing the Zerg player. Newer drop is coming, but the shuttle is really slow, and the Scourges can of course easily kill that. That's it. So a slow a slow shuttle is very bad against Scourges, and also Hydras, who can be prepared. No upgrades yet from Zerg, and one upgrade from Protoss, which is really slow, but anyway, he's just doing that now. He's focusing on the upgrades. Okay, one upgrade now on the melee for Zerg. Another little bit of a mistake Purple is doing is letting overlords be spread over the map. He should hunt for overlords with Corsairs, because this way, when a Zerg player has visibility over the map, then of course they are prepared for anything, be it a drop or mass carriers or anything crazy on the part of the other player, and then they can just prepare accordingly. So Purple is not really scouting the map, he doesn't have map dominance. Soon he will be maxed out, but the problem is that also, so the Zerg will be also maxed out, which is very bad. If a Zerg player is ahead in supplies, then you don't really have the chance to win the game. That Dragoon there is really hitting the floor, so it's Saturday Night Live, you know, it's a party all night long, and this Dragoon is just really getting that. Yeah. This goon is making my day. So these Metalisks just gathering up for some harassment here, just checking the base, and will be transferred to Guardians to kill the main, most probably. He can also focus on the main, because Purple doesn't have drop defense down here. Yeah. What you might do as a Zerg player this time, when you see a lot of Templars, is sending multiple Metalisks on top of the drones, right? Probes, excuse me, right here, and then the Templars will, well, in an ideal case, will storm the new mutas here, and then of course they will storm their own probes. So it's a free drop, so to say, for the Zerg player. This way they can experience a Templar drop. But of course clever Protoss players won't do that. they need to sacrifice some probes in default of the storm, of course. Okay, more and more hatcheries, lots of hatcheries, normal stuff, and guardians will be prepared soon. Interesting base of the Protoss player. Okay, now the Protoss player is just coming outside, slowly approaching the middle of the base. And the problem is that although the choke is not that big, oh, that would be a nice timing if Zerg attack, sorry, the Protoss attack now, because this choke is just getting enlarged now, and Zerg is expanding on the choke, and meanwhile this is happening, he's also sending the Guardians, which is also a nice timing, because TOS has most of his units outside, but he left quite a few Templars here, and they will come handy now against these Guardians, because he doesn't have Corsairs, and now he has to find these units here, and only Templars can do that. Of course, goons are fine, but yeah, they are not really effective against Guardians. Okay, a new attack is just coming now, and huge storms are going off, and nice storms there. So those Guardians, and oh my goodness, that's so much storm going on there. But the problem is that these Guardians will just eat up everything, and although those storms were nice, he had quite a few Templars there. He didn't have the background units. So right now, this game will just end here, because the Guardians will kill the main freely, and also these Hydras will just... these Hydras won't really face any opposition. Some storms are going off, but of course these are just to stop these Hydras from getting closer, and the Nexus is down, so once the main Nexus is down, then you won't really have the possibility to get more gas. So the game is well over. But I think, yeah, Ranger is just stopping here to play, because he doesn't want to waste more time, he just wants the other player to leave. Anyway, yeah, he's just massing up whatever he has here, and will attack if purple player doesn't leave, which he won't do, because he restarted two Nexus here. So Orange will send newer units now to finish off the purple player. Okay, Hydras are just joining up here and gathering up for the last attack. Purple player had some economy though, but he will run out of gas really fast. Without a main and without an extra Nexus right here for the gas, it will just evaporate really quickly. And right now these Hydras are just coming now and attacking the goons. Some Templars are joining now this attack to cause some storm. Without the storm, these Dragoons are quite useless. But the Templar didn't have energy just yet. Oh, and that storm just killed like one Hydra. It wasn't really well casted. Anyway, lurkers are also made, which will totally mean the end of the game. Purple has an observer, but lurkers with upgrades are really nice. Yeah, all the hiders went into lurkers. Yeah, the lurkers are ready but not controlled at the moment, so these dragoons can do some damage on them. Defilers have also arrived, so lurkers under defilers are really an effective thing, especially against Terrans. Against Protoss, not so much, because Protoss player has lots of units at his disposal to kill a lurker under swarm, but the Terran basically has four possibilities. Irradiate, of course, fire bats, mines and nukes, but nothing else works against lurkers under swarm. Okay guys, to be honest, this is the part of the game that I really hate myself while playing. So when I kill the main of the enemy, I also stop playing. Like I don't really like that, because you know, everyone knows that without the main it's really hard to kill a player. Sorry, I just wanted to say that without a main, the other player has hard time killing you, and that's fine. You just stop playing because you want the other player to leave. You don't really focus. But anyway, Orange will soon just. I think he's just playing around anyway, having some fun, which is not fine. Using these Mutalisks just to kill the extra nexus here. He's not really, controlling them, and he doesn't really have to, because some cannons and some goons won't really be effective against them, and of course upgrades are also available, so yeah. Okay, now these mutas were transformed into guardians, also some Ultralisks are joining the attack. So purple has now ran out of gas. I don't really know why he's not building a nexus here. You can tell he's a low map player because he doesn't really know the habits of fastest map, so to say. He's not really building a nexus here to get gas faster. Anyway, yeah, he's just using Zealots and Templars, which works well. Storms really kill, or at least weaken, Hydras that could be killed by the remaining Zealots. But right now he's running off units, and these Hydras will be able to come and most probably finish the game. Also the Guardians are just attacking, no Nexus is available, absolutely no gas for the Protoss player. No more Templars, no more Dragoons, no more Reavers, and Zealots by themselves won't really be effective against mass Hydras. One scout, so the one last scout that was made from the gas available is now killing these Guardians, so it's a heroic scout who is starting to attack the Overlords. That's the wrong way, dude. That's not correct. So these are the guys that you should be hunting for, man. Okay, so these probes and this encampment or expansion here will die now to 4 Hydras. These Guardians are eating up everything. They won't face opposition because no gas is available for Protoss. The one Corsair just came out, but these Scourges here, once they wake up, come on boy, you are attacked. So what are you doing there? Come on. Jesus, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like. Okay, yeah. Alright, that's it. GG.